They say, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung's words are not just philosophy, they are a mirror, reflecting something most people will never dare to face. Imagine this. You live your life thinking you're in control. You make choices, you take risks, you build relationships. But somehow, the same pain keeps finding you. You push away love just when it gets close. You destroy opportunities right when they start to bloom. You promise yourself this time will be different, and yet it never is. Is this fate, or is it something inside you guiding your hand toward the very things you're trying to escape? Jung called it the shadow, a silent, unseen force. Not a demon from the outside, not a curse cast upon you, but a hidden part of you. Your anger, your shame, your desires, all the parts of yourself you decided the world must never see. And yet what we bury never dies. It waits, it watches, it shapes every reaction, every choice, every coincidence that breaks your heart. When you meet someone who irritates you, when you sabotage your own dreams without knowing why, when the same pain follows you from year to year, that's not bad luck. That's the shadow, pulling the strings. And if you're beginning to see it, if something inside you whispers, this explains everything, then stay. Because here, on this channel, we uncover the truths most people are afraid to see. Subscribe, follow along, and step with me into the darkness that holds your light. The shadow is not a monster you can destroy. It is not an enemy to defeat. It is you. Let me tell you a story. In a quiet town long ago, there was a man named Elias. Everyone respected him. He was patient, humble, soft-spoken, but behind closed doors he was consumed by rage, a rage he could never show, because good men do not get angry. So he buried it, and the more he buried, the more it leaked into his life in ways he didn't recognize. His health failed, his relationships collapsed, he drove away the people he loved most without understanding why. One night he dreamed of a stranger. The stranger's eyes were his own, but darker. The stranger said, "You keep me in the shadows, and yet I live your life for you." Elias woke, trembling, and for the first time, he understood. What we hide controls us. What we refuse to face will always find a way to act through us. This isn't just Elias's story. It is the story of countless lives. It is the friend who sabotages every relationship because deep down they believe they are unworthy of love. It is the leader who preaches humility while secretly craving recognition. It is you, avoiding the very thing you need most because the shadow convinced you it's dangerous. And the shadow has many masks. In scripture, it's the Pharisee who condemns sinners, blind to his own sin. In Buddhism, it's Mara, the tempter, whispering illusions born from your own mind. In every culture, the darkness we fear out there is really in here. But there is a way through. It begins when you pause in the moment of the trigger, when anger surges, when jealousy burns, when you're tempted to run from discomfort. Stop. Don't silence it. Don't push it away. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And when have I felt this before? You may see flashes of an old wound, a rejection from childhood, a humiliation you never spoke about, and you'll realize the trigger was never about today. It was the shadow carrying yesterday into your present. When you see this, the spell breaks. This channel exists for moments like this, because when you face the shadow, you stop being its prisoner. If this speaks to you, subscribe, follow, and share your story. Your experience might be the light someone else needs. Most people will spend their lives avoiding the shadow because they believe it's too dangerous. But the truth is, ignoring it is what keeps them chained. When you meet the shadow, you realize it was never here to destroy you. It was here to protect you in the only way it knew how. Your fear was trying to keep you safe from rejection. Your anger was trying to defend your dignity. Your shame was trying to keep you from being abandoned, but the protection came with a price. It kept you small. It kept small. It kept you repeating the same story. Jung called the process of meeting the shadow individuation, not perfection, not becoming good, but becoming whole. This means you no longer reject the parts of yourself you once buried. You no longer call them bad. You see them, you understand them, and you choose how they move in your life. The moment you do this, self-sabotage begins to fade. Your relationships deepen. Your work flows with more clarity. Your life stops feeling like an endless repetition of old wounds and starts feeling like freedom. So I'll leave you with this. The shadow will wait for you, whether you face it now or 10 years from now. The question is, how many years of your life will you let it live for you before you decide to take it back? If this message found you today, subscribe, follow, and stay with us, because the journey into the shadow is the beginning of the life you were always meant to live.